Hello students. Today we will start with Computer Classics Chapter 2, that is Computer Languages. So these are the topics we will cover in this chapter, that is program and programming concept, machine language, assembly language, high level language, fourth generation language and translator. Now first of all we should know what is language and what is computer language. Language is a medium to express our views and feelings, or it is a medium of communication through which ideas, information, and feelings are exchanged. And writing, reading, and speaking are the ways of communication. Now, about computer language. As you know, computer is a machine and it understands only binary language, means in the form of 0 and 1. So to communicate with a computer, we need a language that computer can understand. So as a computer is a machine, so it cannot work by itself. It needs step-by-step instruction to perform any action. And that set of instruction we are giving to computer is known as program. And the process of writing that instruction in computer language is known as programming. Let us understand the classification of computer languages or programming languages. So computer languages are classified into following types. See this flowchart. There are basically two types of programming languages. The one is low level language and the other one is high level language. Under low level language, two types of languages are there. That is machine language and assembly language. But in high level language, three types of languages are there: third generation, fourth generation, and fifth generation. In this class, you will learn only about third generation and fourth generation. So third generation and fourth generation are all high level language which are very easy to understand and easy to learn. So let us discuss about each one by one. First is machine language. Computer is a machine and it understands only binary language. Machine language is the only language that is directly understood by the computer, and it is expressed in binary form, that is 0 and 1, where 0 means off state and 1 means on state. As it is extremely machine dependent, that's why it is also regarded as low level language or binary language. So whatever input we give to computer, it is in the English form, but the computer does not understand that English language. So it convert that English language in the binary form and then generate the information which is gives to you as a output. A machine language program written in one computer may or may not run on another computer. Second is assembly language. As assembly language uses mnemonic codes or symbols in place of 0 and 1. See, in first generation machine language, it used binary numbers 0 and 1. Now in second generation assembly language, it used mnemonic codes or symbols in place of 0 and 1. Mnemonic codes are English codes which used to represent memory location where data is stored. So assembly language is also a machine dependent, so it is also regarded as low level language. Computer cannot understand assembly language directly, so it needs to be converted into binary language. And for this, assemblers, a translator, assemblers are used to convert assembly language program into machine language. Now the question is, what is translator? Let's take an example. Suppose we go to different country and we don't know their language. We know English and Hindi, but the Spanish language we doesn't know. So we need a mediator who translate our English language to their Spanish language and their Spanish language to our English language. So that mediator is one we called as translator. Clear? Now, in same way, when we are writing any programming language in any other language than machine language, then the programming language needs to be converted into binary form by any translator. Now, let us discuss about high level language or third generation language. See, two main important features or advantages we can say of third generation language. It is simple and user friendly language and it is machine independent. See, high level language is a pure English based language a user can easily understand and write its code. The translator called compiler or interpreter convert high level language into machine language. So in high level language there are English and mathematical symbols like plus, minus, percentage, divide, etc. for their program construction. Example of high level languages are C, C++, Java, etc. Now about fourth generation language. It is also regarded as high level language. These are the languages that consist of statements that are similar to statement in the human language, means in our language, English mainly. It uses the graphic user interface. It focuses on creation of the reports, website and database. Its advantage is it is a very high speed of execution, minimum efforts from user to obtain any information, means user can easily operate it. To design it, it reduces the time and cost of software development. Example of these fourth generation languages are Perl, Python, Ruby, etc. Now I think you are clear about this generation of languages. Now move on to the language translator. See, a translator is a programming language processor that converts a computer program from one language to another. It takes a program written in source code and converts it into machine code. Now it discovers and identifies the error during the translation. Now I will explain you how it works. See one process diagram I had made here. The language translator is a program that converts source code program into object program. Say an example, source code is given. Now with the help of translator, it is converted into object code. Now what is source code and object code? Source code is a program written in any language and object code is a program converted into binary language. Means suppose we are giving instruction to computer in English language, means source code. With the help of translator, it convert into binary language. That binary language is object code. See, there are three types of translator: assembler, compiler and interpreter. Assembler is only used to convert assembly language into binary language and compiler and interpreter are used to convert high level language into binary language. Now let's talk about assembler. Assembler is a part of translator program that convert assembly language into machine language. See, we will give instruction in assembly language, means mnemonic codes, then with the help of assembler it translates into machine language. The machine code can be directly understood by the CPU. Clear? Note down that assembler is only used to convert assembly language into machine language. It is only for assembly language. Next is interpreter. Now two types of translator are using in high level language. First is interpreter, second is compiler. Let's talk about interpreter first. Interpreter is a translator used to convert high-level programming language to low-level programming language. It converts the program one step at a time and reports error detected at once. While doing the conversion, then the next steps goes. I will explain you with the help of one example. Suppose your mother is giving you a recipe of cup of tea. She will give you step-by-step instruction. Means for first instruction she will give you to take a pan and pour a cup of water. So until or unless you will not complete the first instruction, she will not interpret you the next step. Same way interpreter works. See the work of interpreter. One line at a time executed by an interpreter and the output is generated for the first step. Now if any error detected in the program, it removes the error and then the next step is executed. Clear? So the interpreter is the program that do the line by line conversion. Now next is compiler. Compiler is a translator program used to convert high-level program into machine language. It converts the whole program in one session and reports error detected after the conversion. Now here is a difference between interpreter and compiler. Interpreter translates the program line by line and compiler translates the program whole at once. It translates high-level code at lower-level code all at once and then save it to memory. See the process? All the high-level source code we are giving to computer. With the help of compiler, it translates into object code and at last it will find the error and rectify it. Clear? So that's all about the computer languages. I hope you all have understand the computer languages very well. Thank you.